dead in here. We're going to talk about a couple sex jokes just to start out, just to get the blood flowing, right? All right, so everybody wave their hands. All right, good. Okay, you're alive. All right, so just to let you know, if Nick didn't say it right, my name is Nina. I actually own Fillmore Adult Gallery. We're located in Oakland, California. And as he said, which is very true, I started Fillmore after waking up from a dream. So today I'm going to talk to you about praying for competition. One of the things about going into the adult industry is that you have many people just go in and they say, hey, I have a dream, I want to open it. Well, with the adult industry, you actually have to look at your zone variances. It's a lot more political than it would be to open a shoe store. So, praying for competition. How do you find out what to do in business when there's no one around, when you really don't want them around, but then when they come around, how you can actually learn from them? So this is how I started. Before I started selling sex toys, I was a baby. Right? Everybody who's either maybe used them or had relationships, but this is what happens. You have a cute baby, and to the right of there, to the left of there is my grandmother, and behind there is my mother. My grandmother's name is Rita, so we're going to talk about my grandmother. One of the things about my grandmother was when I came out of the womb, she was actually owning her own business. And it was called Rita's Groceries, which was in Las Vegas, Nevada. And my grandmother, at the end of her career, actually had about 3 grocery stores. Our first grocery store was gifted to her because the gentleman was actually selling the business. She didn't have any savings at the time, and so he says, hey, I want to sell this business. She was like, well, I can't afford it. He says, don't worry about it. Just pay me when you can. So that's how my family actually came into understanding a little bit about owning businesses and small retail. One of the things about my grandmother was that we had our grocery store, but across the way was a vast land that was capable of holding another business. And then one day, another business came in that was very similar to hers. And at that time, she had put my uncle, my dad, myself, and my cousins all through private school. My dad and my uncle actually graduated. Hey, uncle, he's watching. And so it was very difficult as a child to understand what was going on, but as a business owner now, I actually am understanding of the evolution, what it takes to own and run and operate and take the responsibilities of a business. And as she was looking out the door, I was standing by her side. I didn't understand what was happening. It was competition, or so it seemed, right? So here we are in our community. At that time, she was 82. At the height of her business, she was actually making about $800,000 in that one store. That's because there were no other stores in the area. It was also in a community that had a large crack epidemic. It was Las Vegas, so 24/7 was really 24/7. And so she made all of this money, but she never looked at the needs of the community. What was most important to the community was fresh food, faster food, juices, and it was a community of mainly African Americans. And so if you understand African Americans' health issues, why not go and find out what the community wanted? And she didn't do that. And so when the other business came in, it was basically, gotta go. They came in with fresh food, meat counters, and everything that the community really needed. And at that point, our business started to dwindle. But what I understand about business right now is this: what helps people helps business. She didn't understand what helps people. She didn't interview her clients. She didn't listen to her community, her constituents, if you will, but that's the opportunity. Work with other businesses in your area to deliver your services. This is how I came about my business. My business was adult business, and I said, well, how can I be effective? I'm someone who's coming in the industry that does not have any background with the adult industry. Yeah, I have sex, but it's not to the extent of retail. It's a very just lay it out, right? You can't. It's not like I grew up with a retailer in my family that owned adult businesses. Well, actually I did, but he didn't tell me. It was my grandfather. He did pleasure parties, which is probably to explain the divorce in my family from my grandmother. But anyway, I didn't have anybody to talk to about what to do, the seasonality in the adult business, how to buy, who to buy from. So I had to learn it all on my own. But one of the things I wanted to do was be different. You know, we always have this idea of, I'm going to be different, I'm going to do it better than someone else. And sometimes that happens and sometimes it doesn't. But what I wanted to do was partner with people in my community. So what I did was, I started to see opportunities where opportunities never existed. One of the opportunities we're doing right now is actually we're doing bike delivery. So if you want to stay in the bed, you can call and order, or you can go on the internet and you can order this product. But not only that, we do other things too. We partner with, last night I had a local comedy show that I sponsor. So we not only allow our customers to come to us, and sometimes it's very difficult in communities where people are talking about sex. So we'll go out to those particular communities. And this is from my dream. This is Fillmore Adult Gallery. I was very upset once with how many names from San Francisco you'll find across the world. And as I was on a video production job, I was waiting with my uncle, and we were at Cisco, and the story goes, we were waiting at the Fillmore room. And the marketing director of Cisco at that time, in the interview, he says, there's nothing new under the sun. This is just new technology repackaged. So it's like, I'm not going to tell anybody about my name, and I came up with Fillmore. This is what we offer. Some of you may own the Hitachi wand, which is very important, and a powerful product. Lubricant is very important. So this is where we are, preference versus competition. Sometimes you think about competition and you want to fight it out. You know, it's like they're over there, we're over here. But no, what you really want to be is a preference, a real advantage. This is a practical advantage. Some of our customers come in and they have a lubricant or allergies to lubricants. Well, we're a preference. We're going to go out and make sure that they have exactly what they need versus in a competition sense. You may have a big business that comes in and they're going to give the customer a different price. I know how many small businesses go through that where a new business comes in and they get a different price. It happens all the time. But what you want to do is embrace with preference versus fight with competition. You can hold more with preference. The importance is a brand called you. You are the difference in your business. Nothing else is going to stand out more than you. You have to bring everything to the table. You have to bring your background, bring your cultural differences, bring your gender differences, bring your sexual identity differences. All these things are very important to allow your customer to know that you care about them and this business is really from your heart. This is Fillmore. So the inside of Fillmore, the outside of Fillmore, it looks so much like an adult gallery, sometimes I don't get business. I wanted to be different without compromising what my vision was. And these are some of the other adult stores in our area. We have 5 commandments here. Number 1, know thy neighbor. Great way to stay tip of tongue, top of mouth is to know your neighbors. Get out and talk to those guys. Let them know who you are, what your business is. They'll be able to refer people to you. Second is love thy neighborhood. Take care of your community. It's very important. And what's going to happen is people in your community are going to see you. They're going to see that you're important for the community, that they can trust you within the community, that they're going to send their people to you and you're going to take care of them. Don't be confined by your walls. So many times we get into these brick and mortar senses that we want to just walk into our doors and allow our customers to come to us. No, you have to go to the streets. You have to go and clean the streets. You have to say hi, create community. It's very important. Number 3, lead thy neighborhood. Attend local government. It's very important. Small business owners have so much political power. It's ridiculous. We have to attend these meetings, speak up. It's very important to speak up because as we speak up, we receive information that we're able to communicate to other people in our community as well. Everything affects your business. You must feel involved. Recently this year, I was actually nominated, well, not nominated, appointed as a mayoral appointment from the city of Oakland as a Measure Y commission. A lot of work. People are looking at you. I got a call from someone who recommended me to the mayor. I had the interview with the mayor, and now I do a lot within the community. Inform thyself. Number 4, use Google Analytics or any other of the programs out there, free programs, to find out what's going on in your business. So this is an overview of Google. It'll tell you within the city, within the state, how they're coming to you, browser capabilities. You can have paid words, keywords. These are the things that people in your community are searching on. This will allow you not only to tune your business, but to build your business. Showed basically advertising. You pay for advertising. You can find out exactly what it's doing on Google. This is also a website keyword search. You can find out if your site is pulling those keywords when someone goes into the web search. And the last of the 5 commandments is hold thy vision. It's important to stay focused. Stay focused on what's going on in your business. Don't panic when another business comes in. It's important because now all you can do is learn from this particular business. These are some more examples. And this is a vision. This is part of our vision right here. And we're Fillmore. Thank you, guys. Woo.
All right. I don't know about you guys, but I'm energized after that.